What's up, Dice Crew? We got Boosie speaking on Terrence Williams because he made some remarks pertaining to the passing of Soulja Slim. Shout out to Soulja Slim and everybody that care about him. Let's tune in and see what Boosie got to say. I'm going to keep it a Benji for y'all doing the reaction. Y'all keep it a Benji for me in the comments. Let's rock.
Soulja, one of the coldest.
Yeah, he's dope.
One of the coldest to ever come out of Louisiana, bro.
Right.
And in penitentiary, niggas respect him. He a soldier. Niggas got love for him. You know what I'm saying? You know, I look up to him. You know, I stay riding him, me some Soulja Slim. You know what I'm saying? Like, then knowing he was really like that, I joked with a lot of niggas was up there with him. You know, from the streets to the, you know, they took a real one, bro. Soulja be so big time right now.
Well, I interviewed Terrence Gangster Williams recently, and I brought his name up, and he actually said on camera how he got killed. Did you hear the story?
Nah.
Apparently, a situation happened where some dude, I guess, had owed some money, he got kidnapped or something, and they tried to basically set his house on fire, and he managed to get out.
Let me tell you something. I'm about to tell you a story. I never told this story. I never said nothing about it. Because the dude's still living and the female, she's still living. It's this guy that was messing with she was Birdman, she was Baby Freak back in the day. And then I got hold of her. Then she started messing with this drug dealer. And she just set drug dealers up too. So she did some cutthroat stuff, talking behind his back. He had her cousin to get her to come to the house. She had her baby with her. They tied her up, they started setting her on fire, you know, trying to burn up and all that. They left the house. One of the guys that was there supposed to be watching her till they come back. Oh, they was going to dig the graves. That's what they was doing. So she was like, "You gonna let him do this to me?" And I looked out for you. I said, "Do this." Until the dude kind of felt a little bad. He left the door open. She ran out the house. She ran to the neighbor's house. She all burned. She naked. She stayed there. She make a phone call. One of the homeboys come pick her up. They see her. They try to chase her. Get away. The dude at the house, Slim, see what's going on. Slim got the gun. Dude running high in the house. Slim set the house on fire. The dude kicked in the wall and got through the wall and got away. And that's why I believe Slim got killed. See, everybody was talking about masterpieces and this. The P had nothing to do with that.
Man, I don't know why niggas shouldn't be even talking about that. These niggas shouldn't even be talking about that. Gangsters shouldn't even be talking about that. Like, let that shit go. You know how that shit go, man. I just watched VG Knockout just say these old niggas get up on here and just be talking like, you know, about shit. Nigga, you know how that shit go, man. You don't get up there and talk no other nigga motion or feel how it went down, you know. You got people, families still out there, man. You don't be doing all that. You know, like, you don't be doing all that, bro. You let that shit go.
Now, I'm going to say two things, right? First, I'm kind of surprised that Boosie referred to Terrence Williams as a gangster. I don't think Boosie should be doing that, but hey, that's, you know, whatever. But I totally agree with Boosie, and, you know, I didn't see what BG Knockout had to say about it, but I agree with what Boosie just said pertaining to BG Knockout as well. Like, people got family out here. Whatever have been in the past, it need to be left in the past. It's no reason for somebody to get out here and try to disclose anything that was just a part of the streets. You know, why are you highlighting situations that took place in the underground? You know, now you bringing it out here to the mainstream, and people think it's cool, and people think it make them like more reputable by telling on so much street business, and you on the camera with a microphone carrying on, and that make you feel like you just the reputable individual because you can share all these type of events, whether it's true, false, adding on, taking a little off, whichever way it may go. Like, especially coming from Los Angeles, you see a lot of dudes always running their mouth and saying a lot of things that they shouldn't even be saying, especially when you calling yourself anything attached to the streets. Whether you came from the gang culture, whether you view yourself as an OG, whether you call yourself still a person that's, you represent the gang you once upon a time represented as a youngster. And even if you a younger guy, you shouldn't get on here and be running your mouth about certain things just because you want to fall in the category of having a great story time. Like Boosie said, you got people, family out here, when issues occur, it's always a possibility for somebody to take that energy out on somebody that's close to somebody. You know what I mean? So when people get out here acting like they think they just be telling on the dead or speaking on situations because certain individuals is passed, you always got other individuals out here who care about the individuals being spoken on. Whether they from a crew, a gang, got a family, whatever, And I feel like if you want to hold yourself to a nice, honorable standard in the streets, or just as a man with integrity, I feel like you should leave things where it need to be. If it's a dead issue, leave the situation dead. If it's a past issue, let it be in the past. And that's why I really don't have no respect for any of these dudes in Los Angeles that speak or chime in on anything about whatever, whether it's some Biggie Smalls, Tupac, whatever. Like, leave situations where it need to be. That's just how I feel. I always feel like, it's really rare that you can even speak about somebody who have passed away and it comes off not offensive. It's kind of hard to do because people always, you got people that don't want to hear nothing. They don't want to, when people be done committed crimes or did whatever the case may be, you never know how people still feel about these situations, and they always want to get back, revenge, or whatever the case may be. But people that get out here and run their mouth and they don't understand it. Look at the KEEFE situation. KEEFE ran around here, said whatever he wanted to say. Maybe he needed clout. Maybe he wanted money. Whatever his case, whatever his reason, he was cooking up stories or, telling lies, telling truth. Who knows? Only he know and God know. And it ended up bad for him. He arrested. He's having outbursts in court. He want to get out. He want to get home. And not only is KEEFE and his lawyer saying that they made all these things up just to get some money, but you have multiple individuals that get on these podcasts or these interviews and they corroborate with things that KEEFE said pertaining to the loss of Tupac. So they not understanding that just because one person say something about they self pertaining to a crime, that don't mean that you are not putting yourself on the witness list by corroborating, co-signing a person's statements pertaining to a crime. And then, if individuals, you see a lot of people kind of try to fall back a little bit more now since KEEFE been in jail. But no, everybody got to wear that, whether KEEFE, because you got to remember this. KEEFE might have been telling on himself, but you spoke on this. If you ever spoke on this Tupac situation on the internet, then you told on KEEFE. It don't matter if KEEFE was making good decisions, stupid decisions, whether he was snitching, lying, telling the truth, whatever. If the police choose to make him get convicted behind this crime, you got to know that you participated in telling on KEEFE. And he's a living guy who got to pay the price and be incarcerated behind the loss of Tupac. This is just facts, you know what I'm saying? But people don't be wanting to really hold themselves to a high standard and they don't want to really see things for what it is. But I'm gonna keep it a Benji, you know. If you ever got on these platforms, and you know, and I'm only speaking on this stuff because you know we out in Los Angeles. I still understand everything what Boosie was saying pertaining to Soulja Slim and the Louisiana get down, but I'm just speaking on one of the topics that's going on out here, you know. And also he brought up BG Knockout, and I'm sure he probably was speaking on some of these same topics, because you know it ain't too many. It's only a handful of scenarios that older guys from Los Angeles get on this internet and you know they speak on or shed lights on or opinionate on that's considered as a crime. You know what I mean? So yeah, like you know, if you ever got on the internet and you co-signed anything of what KEEFE D have ever said pertaining to Tupac, just know that you told on KEEFE. You know what I'm saying? No matter what a person do to themselves, you can still be a person who tell on add on to be telling. And you know, I got this clip from over there with FG, Alex Alonso, and Street TV, and they speaking on this same type of scenario. So I'm gonna run that clip for y'all. Y'all keep it a Benji for me in the comments, you know, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video. I'm out.
Can we talk about that?
No doubt.
You can't tell on someone that's already telling. Now, my position is it doesn't matter how many other people are telling, even if the person that is the focus of the investigation is telling too, you're still participating in the telling.
No doubt.
And some people that tell believe like, oh no, that they were already being told on, so my telling doesn't really matter because the telling was already told. So that kind of erases my telling.
Right. And that's the ideology that, I mean, it wasn't, what, a minute into the 30 seconds into the conversation that we caught that fast, you know. So you're right. Absolutely right.
And it's kind of the same thing that Cowboy Herman Douglas from 60s kind of said. He's like, look, the murder is all on camera. I don't need to say what happened, who did what. It's already on camera. But by you telling, you're corroborating what's on camera, making the point stronger for who? The prosecution, right?
Plus, you breaking the rules that set forth in the gang that you know, promised to abide by and live by.
Yeah. All right. Let's